amazing that it's a decade later. Doesn't even feel like 10 years ago that I tested HIV positive. 10 years ago, whenever I tested positive, I left the clinic and they really didn't help me much. Mostly, I think, because they were overworked. People are living. Funding's not increasing too much, but the caseload is increasing. So funding is not increasing, but the caseload is increasing. So social workers are overwhelmed, and I do get that. So I left the clinic, didn't really know what to do, or what to say, or who to tell, or what was going to happen next. So I went home, got online, and I got into the internet. And then it was new. The internet was very new. There was nothing really up there like it is today. Today it's just amazing. But 10 years ago, it was still a green screen with light green type. And so I got into gay.com, the chat room, their chat site, and I found a chat room called, I believe, Pause, or HIV Pause. And the first thing I typed was, hey, I just tested positive. What do I do now? And then I typed, I'm crying, is that okay? And guys started hitting me back. They were all positive in this chat room, telling me it was okay, that I'll be okay, and all the stuff I needed to hear. Then they were giving me their phone number. And they're giving me their phone number just so that they could talk to me, because that's what you need to do sometimes, just to talk to somebody. 10 years later, I'm still here. My health is perfect, but the internet has gone to amazing heights. But the problem I see is that the internet has gone way overboard with information. There is so much out there now. So if you type in HIV pause, if you type in HIV, you get a whole gamut of information. If you type in HIV positive, another list. You're getting clinical data from institutions. You're getting data from these things I call magazines, glossy mags, online magazines. So a not-for-profit has started through some funding, and they go ahead and they put up what they think is the best ideas, which is cool, their opinion. They put up what they think is the best ideas, and they're funded by their magazine is funded by our advertisements for pharmaceuticals, which I kind of am not sure if that's the best idea. If you're going to write about something and then at the same time be paid by somebody else that's in the same park. So anyhow, so those are on there, but there's nothing really simple. The way that the internet works is the more traffic you get on a search on a topic, the higher your ranking is, so the closer you get to the top. Right now, I just want to put together multiple clips of basic information. The sample one's on YouTube now. I call it my test, and it's kind of what I want to do. I just want to talk to the camera like I am now from my bedroom and tell you, I'd like to do it from my kitchen, not my bedroom, and telling you the next morning what's going to happen over the next year. How today's going to go on this next week, the next few months, clear up to the first year of what's going to happen to you, and what's okay, and what's expected, what's going to happen. One thing people don't understand right away, they're going to take a lot of blood to get up what's called a baseline. They're then probably going to x-ray you to make sure you don't have pneumonia. They're going to get all the information that they need about you right away. Stuff like that. People don't know that going into this. But I want to develop a website, which I already grabbed the domain, HIVWhatNow.com. I own that. I grabbed it so nobody else would. I'd like to develop a community on there, kind of like there's software called a clone. So I want to grab like a Facebook clone type of software and develop it so guys can anonymously put a profile up and chat with each other about being paused and encourage each other. The good, the bad, the ugly. Hey, this medicine works for me. It doesn't work for this. Stuff that people don't know. Facts and fallacies. Talk about it all. Something that you don't know right away is we can't use grapefruit juice. We can't use St. John's wort. People don't know that. I knew somebody that was positive on medicine for 6 years, and he was using St. John's wort. And I said, dude, does your doctor know you're using that? That messes up stuff. Oh. And then they checked, and his numbers have gone up because he stopped using it, but his doctor didn't know. So very relaxed conversation. So it'd be conversations on video, which I'd like to get on YouTube and a couple other sites just to get it out there. And then also hosted on HIV What Now, along with a community, like a Facebook community, but anonymously if you wish to be, because the topic is so heated still, so hot. That's one thing I'm finding with this, just starting this project. I hear a lot on the backside, a lot of great comments on the backside and stories, personal stories about, the good, the bad, the ugly, about testing pause, being paused, how they told their parents, how they told their friends, what they shouldn't have done in hindsight, things like that. People don't in the front want to put their name on stuff. They don't want to talk about it. It's their health, it's their HIPAA, it's their, they don't want to be discriminated against, because that does happen. There's a story on my site. I actually lost my job, I believe, for being positive. I shared with them I needed to have a medicine change, and I came back after never being written up or having a problem, and I was fired. I did settle out of court for a little bit of money. It wasn't a lot, just a little bit of money, but I didn't want to keep having that go on in my life, dealing with having been fired for it, but it did happen. And I can tell you how to do it the right way and not get screwed. All that stuff needs to be on a place where we can look at it, where we can communicate with one another, develop a community. And that's one of the great things when you are in the HIV positive community. They're pretty tight. Most, if not half to two-thirds of my friends in my phone are positive people. Not just that they're encouraging, but they're HIV positive. Kind of like Carmen, HIV. Anyhow, so if you didn't see that, you missed it. But anyhow, yeah, so most of the people in my phone are positive. And this community about, we just all kind of gravitate and share and encourage and hey, I don't feel good today. But you start into medicine? That kind of thing, because it's not a big deal because we all have it. So I would like to develop an informal community online on HIVWhatNow.com. Along with, I would like to shoot a bunch of clips. I'm just going to encourage, like I'm doing now, basic information. You are okay. You did nothing wrong. And you're of value. Let's get you from today to tomorrow and on. So that's that. The GoFundMe goal, originally, I just grabbed a goal, guys. I did a research online. What's the average number? And I grabbed it. And I talked to guys in my industry and said, what kind of cost do I need to do a bunch of clips? And they, after we talked in detail, they said, for what you want to do, you should buy your own equipment and travel around and talk to people. Interview other guys with it and post. Interview other guys with it and post. So I would like to do that. I would like to interview guys, even anonymously, if I could do it with shadows, guys that have had it since the very beginning. I call that HIV long-term. So long-term survivors. We're all going to live. People are now aging into HIV. What's going on with people that have had it since the beginning, health-wise, stuff like that. We're going to live our lives completely out. So anyhow, that's it. A non-formal, non-clinical, laid-back community about HIV What Now, how to get from today to tomorrow. And the GoFundMe is just so I can get equipment, get a site going, things like that. I'm going to do this, so you know, with or without other people's help. The more help, the quicker I can do it, the more stuff I can do. I'm going to do it because I feel it needs done. It's the right thing to do to help other people. But if you can throw $5-10 in my account on GoFundMe, it'd be great. If not, I understand. The other big thing is if you could share, the more you share, more people see it, the more it gets posted, the more ranking it can get up. The higher the rank online, the search engines grab it and other people will see it. And I'm not saying for the money, because it's not about the money thing for me. It's about more people seeing. I had several people already say, where was this when I needed it? I've had that one said to me, and just the other day I had somebody hit me up and saying, I think I got it. I'm not sure. What do I do? And it was just, I've had this happen 100 times where guys have just needed to talk and explain to them, okay, this was your exposure, there's a good chance, and you can do nothing about it now. Water under bridge till the results come back. So anyhow, that's what I want to do. If you want to help me, great. Hit my GoFundMe, throw something in there. You can be anonymous. You can check mark in the back side of GoFundMe, anonymous donation. Only thing that happens is I see who it is, and you're billing and all that, but no one else will see who it is. So you can do everything anonymously. And so thank you very much, and let's go help some people, tell them that they're okay, and they will be okay, and everything will be fine tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.